quick lip gloss check. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys have heard about Blac Chyna's shenanigans and what she's doing right now, but basically she teamed up with this bitch named Densea. She not a bitch, but like this bitch named Densea. I don't know if that's her name, if it's Audencia, I don't know. But she's really like popping in Nigeria because she has this like skin bleaching business or whatever, and her and Blac Chyna teamed up, and they're now coming up with a cream that's called like White Initius or something, and they're basically selling it $250 a pop, right? And my voice is gone, by the way, so if I sound weird, sorry, not sorry. And it's just super, super sad because for one thing, it's obvious that Blac Chyna has been bleaching over the years. When she came out, when she was first with Tyga, when she started stripping, she had like a really pretty caramel complexion. But now she's like light skin, like almost white passing light skin. I just wanted to talk about like colorism and my experience with it because I'm so tired of seeing this shit. I see it everywhere. Even at the beauty supply stores. I go to the African stores. I'm bound to see skin bleaching creams. Women actually buying that shit knowing that it causes cancer. But they rather be light skinned. I don't know why. I don't know if these women want to be light skinned or if they want to be white. Because Blac Chyna and her cream, it's called White Initius. So it's like, bitch, why? Give me your name back. You can't call yourself Blac Chyna no more. And you have two whole black kids. Two whole black kids. Okay, Dream is mixed. So, but King is black. But they're both light skinned. But at the same time, it's like, what are you teaching your kids how to respond to other dark skinned people and other dark skinned women especially? It's like, it's really fucking sad. It's really fucking sad, y'all. Like, this shit's a problem because this bleaching shit is actually causing people to be more prone to getting cancer. And it's like, do we not care about that? Do we want to be white and light skinned so bad to the point where we're willing to compromise our own fucking health, mental and physical, for light skin? And it's not even like a natural light skin. It's like a processed yellow type of light skin. Like, bitch, you looked better when you were dark. Like, what? You gotta look at the knuckles, honey. And I have aunties, uncles that have bleached their skin throughout the years who were brown like me as a kid, looking at their old pictures. But then when they grew up, they're light as fuck. And it's super sad. It's so sad. In my experience with colorism, I never ever wanted to bleach my skin. Even though like when I was insecure and had issues with my blackness, it was more about like my hair and not being accepted by other black men rather than like, you know, skin does take account to that, but I never was like, oh, I want to bleach my skin. I just dealt with it. I just dealt with my dark skin and I grew into loving it, you know? And like growing up, I was actually like pretty light skinned for my first like few years of life, like till I was like 3 years old, and I started getting darker. And like family that I haven't seen in a while would be like, oh, I haven't seen you in so long. You used to be so pretty and light skinned. Your hair was so long, da 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 da. And I internalized all of that shit. And I'm like, well, if I got darker now, am I not pretty anymore? Like, if my hair is more coarse now, does that not make me as attractive? Like, I internalized all of that shit. And growing up, I feel like dark-skinned women can relate to this. Like, we always have to, since we're literally the bottom of all, like the bottom of the totem pole, you always have to feel like you have to be better than every other woman, especially just women of all races, especially black women, light-skinned black women. You always have to be kept. You always have to have your hair done. You always have to have the best clothes. You have to be smart. You have to be the full package just so people can even find you appealing because you're dark-skinned. Like, you have to be crazy amounts of beautiful for you to even be accepted. Like, I don't know, people, I don't know if you would understand this. Like, if you're not a dark-skinned woman, you probably wouldn't understand this. But, like, we have to be an exceptional amount of beautiful for even our own black men to even, like, see us or find us as appealing, because dark skin is a masculine trait. Like, you look at black movies, who is the lead? Light-skinned women. When it comes to women, of course. Like, when it comes to relationships, it's the dark-skinned man, the light-skinned woman. When is it ever two dark-skinned people in a relationship? When is it ever a dark-skinned woman and a light-skinned man? Very, very, very fucking rarely. But it's like seeing all of this shit and having the pressure to be amazingly beautiful and amazingly smart, like just the full package. Because, you know, I saw this tweet saying like some people just like light-skinned people because they're light-skinned. Like, you don't have to be bad as hell. You don't have to be like super fucking pretty. As long as you have like curly hair and light skin and pretty eyes, you're already desirable to the masses, like, honestly. But as a dark-skinned woman, again, you have to be everything just so people can see you, you know? And that's something that I struggled with. And like, honestly, I can't say I think about that now. Like, if you don't like me for my skin, you probably don't deserve me. If you feel like I have to, let me, you know, I call that lip gloss crust. Sorry. Where was I? Yeah, you probably don't deserve me in the first place, honey. Like, I'm sorry. And it's really, really sad. It's really, really sad because I have associates that like bleach their skin. None of my close friends bleach their skin. Hell no. But I see it a lot. It's very, very common, especially like in West African culture. And this shit is killing us. This shit's killing the Black community. Like, really, like, real talk, we have to sit down and talk about this, especially with our daughters. But when Blac Chyna is just perpetuating this shit just for coin, because she want to make money, she want to do this, it's dangerous. And she's not realized, like, I had to unfollow that bitch. Like, I couldn't. And Blac Chyna, I really think she is a beautiful woman. She really is. And I think she was even more beautiful when she was Carmel, when she was her natural self. But it's like, you know, y'all know I love them strippers. I love them strippers, but I had to unfollow her. And because I don't believe in that. I don't believe in what she stands for. Speaking of strippers, isn't this cute as hell? This reminds me of like a little like stripper thing that like they will wear. This shit is fucking cute. Like, look at it. I'm snatched, sis. This is mad cute. Anyway, we're not even talking about that, but I'm tired of seeing it. I don't want to see bleaching creams everywhere. And the funny thing is like when I go to these Asian-owned beauty supply stores, they don't care. They don't care about the Black people that go in there. They just want to make their money. And it's like, it would barely be a Black-owned beauty supply store. It'd always be an Asian or an Arab person working there, selling all of these bleaching creams to our people, not knowing that this shit's actually fucking killing us. And I'm so passionate about it because, for one thing, I'm a dark-skinned woman, as you can see, and it's so close to home because so many people bleach their skin that I'm close to or have been close to. So many people in my family. And like I said, for me, thank God, like, I learned self-love, so I don't think about that anymore. But when I was younger, like, my little sister, I used to look at her. My little sister is mixed, by the way. You have different moms. Her mother is Latin, so she's mixed, but she looks just like me, just like a light-skinned mixed version. And I would look at her sometimes and be like, you know, I wish I had her hair or whatever. I wish I had this. I wish I had that. But it's not, I don't think about that anymore. And my sister is beautiful, but in her own right. And I'm beautiful in my own right too. And it's just, it's not okay. I'm just tired of seeing that. I'm tired of seeing it. I'm tired of seeing it. We all have to just learn how to accept ourselves. And that's it. That's it. I say that all the time. But self-love, practice it. Especially like dark-skinned girls out there. Like, have you ever just seen like a pretty ass dark-skinned girl and just been like, damn, like, just wow. Like, when I see a beautiful Black woman, period, light skin, brown skin, dark skin, I'm just like, damn, like, I love us so much. But when I see a beautiful dark-skinned girl, it's like, wow, because her existence literally is contrarian to everyone. To everyone, because again, dark skin is a masculine trait. Dark skin is ugly. Dark skin is just, like, there's so many negative connotations that come with being a dark-skinned woman. So I appreciate myself so much for overcoming that and realizing that I'm fucking popping either way. Period. Love your skin, because I sure do. Bye, everybody.